right, today's the day. We're starting the Hot for Teacher cam install on my Chevy 350 in the General T. Here it is. Our friends at Comp Cams sent us out this great cam kit. Comes with everything you need to install it in this basically bone stock Chevy 350 with just some Vortec heads. So this should pair real nicely and make it sound a lot better. Should also give it a huge boost in power that it's much needed. All right, let's start wrenching. All right, we're about to remove the supercharger. There we go. Maybe we'll have to put a bigger pulley on it. All right, next, this is carburetor and distributor. Now the distributor, you disconnect the wires.
Yeah.
Boom. And now for the carburetor. Oh, there we go. Look at that, pretty sweet. All right, we got a lot of stuff off the top end of the motor. We still need to disconnect some of this wiring, and then radiator needs to come out. Then this motor can kind of go this way. That's the beautiful thing about this Jag, is because it's not a typical muscle car. I can take the radiator out, and I can literally just slide the motor straight out, which is much easier than the Chevelle. Ooh, I can still hear the fluid sloshing around into the bucket. As you can see now, without the radiator, how we basically, once we lower these wires, we got a straight shot out. So what's left? Disconnecting from the bell housing and pulling this bitch out. Let's do it. I'm excited. All right, the time has come. We've taken everything off of this motor that needs to get taken off so that the motor can come out of the car. It's been disconnected from the transmission, it's been disconnected from the car in every which way possible. We have this carb plate and we have this lift, and we're gonna, let's pull it out. Here we go. Okay, right there. We can kind of wiggle a little bit more. We could also do.
You're good. You're good. It's gonna slide right out. Yeah, it's coming out right now.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. Grab the bucket.
Stop. Stop. Okay, let's just do another quick visual check. But I think we're clear on everything. This is, you know, when you get it like halfway out, this is where you really want to check for everything. We got a drip pan. Don't want to move. Pulling it uphill. Motor's out on the engine stand, and now it's time to disassemble this motor. We gotta get everything off of it because we gotta get new head gaskets, and quite frankly, we're waiting to pull the heads off so I know which head gaskets to get. So we gotta pull all this crap off before we can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Water pump I put on a few months ago. This is off now. Oh. This is a spacer that was right here. This is why you take pictures. It does not want to come undone. Power steering pump is coming off. Okay, there we go. Put this aside. Okay, well that frees up a lot. Now let's take this intake manifold off.
On a little side note, the newest addition to the collection, it's a Harley Davidson 883. So fun Sportster. But back to the cam.
All right, let's get this intake manifold off. I do want to. Oh damn! Looks like whoever tightened it last got a little excited because that totally squished the aluminum right there. See that? That's crazy.
That's not good.
No, it's not great. Yeah, and I think they're all gonna be like that. These bolts are all different. That's not good.
Previous owner did this.
Previous owner did this, and we may have to fix some of the mistakes he made. It almost looks like that bolt was like welded together. Yeah, we might need to go get some new hardware. All right, all of the bolts have been taken off, so let's remove everything. Okay, this one's, there we go. Look at those rockers. Put these aside.
Smells like fresh oil.
Fish oil?
Fresh oil.
Oh, okay. Let's pull this intake manifold off. Here we go. I think it's starting to come off. There we go.
Grab from the little handle. Probably a little RTV around right here. I can see it.
All right. There it is.
There we go. Oh, dude, you have a bent push rod. I'm kidding.
Does everything look straight? That's a good sign. Dude, well, here we are. Everything is, oh, dude, look how gunky this is.
So this isn't too great, but it's really gunky in there.
Yeah, it looks like maybe one of the old gaskets or something was left and just got completely disintegrated.
Only on the rears. The fronts are completely dry and fine.
Yeah, this definitely would not be good for cooling, and I have had tons of cooling issues in this car. So we're gonna clean this out completely before it gets put back. But let's take these heads off. Okay, here we go. Taking this rocker arm off. First we gotta pop out the lock. Okay, lock is loose. Then we come in here and we loosen the nut. Here we go, it's starting to loosen. Okay, pull off the nut. Okay, then we can pull off the rocker arm, which we are gonna be reusing these rocker arms, they're not too bad. And then followed by the push rod, which has a very interesting wear mark right where it hits the head. But I don't think it's too bad to not reuse. I mean, this is a budget cam job, so we're gonna reuse things that we can reuse. And as you can see right here, I'm putting it in a bag with blue tape because it's important to mark, which cylinder you're taking off, intake versus exhaust. Everything you take out of the motor should always go back in the same exact place if you're reusing things. Because metal to metal wear usually creates wear patterns. They wanna go back with each other. So that would be cylinder 3 exhaust.
Yep.
All right, now that all the rocker arms are out, we're taking the head bolts out, and we did it in a reverse torque sequence. So the way you torque it on, we did it in reverse. And I've already done that. Now I'm just taking off loose bolts. So this kind of just go back and forth. Okay, real quick, let's pull all these out. Covered in oil. Ooh, look at that. I don't know if that's wear mark. I don't know if that's a goop on it. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. Okay, here we go. Right on my shoe! Right on my shoe! Damn it! There's nothing poured out. Wow, that is so heavy. There we go. Look at those. Look at those pistons.
It's the next day. We just got some new head gaskets. Time to take this other head off. And then we can start putting the new cam in.
We gotta take the old one out first.
Yeah.
All right, we got both heads off, we got the timing chain cover off, and now we gotta take the oil pan off. And once that happens, then we're pretty much ready to pull this cam out. Okay, all the bolts have been removed. Time to see what we got laying underneath the beast.
You got a full little drip tray.
Here's the good news. I don't see any metal chunks whatsoever in this. Chunks. Okay, we flipped it back over, and this is, this is the big day. Big time. Pulling this cam out slowly. I put a long bolt in it just so it's easier to grab for leverage, but slowly, being very careful not to nick the cam bearings. Very slowly and very carefully. Supporting it as close to the block as possible. That, my friends, is my camshaft. Lenny's camshaft. So looking at it, I don't know anything. I'm just kidding. So looking at the cam, I'm assuming it says 010 in a few different places on the cam. And this block is referred to as an 010 350 block because of the casting number. Now, I'm gonna make an assumption and say this was the stock cam. Very trucky, probably came out of a C10 back in the 70s. But the new cam should be a large improvement over this one. All right, guys, we've taken the cam out. We've actually taken everything out of the motor that we need to do this cam swap. So disassembly is complete. In the next episode, we will be reassembling, putting the new cam in. But unfortunately, the heads are gonna need a little bit of machine work. So these bad boys are going off to the machine shop in the next few days. We'll get them back, we'll put them back on the motor with the new cam, and start this thing up. Stay tuned.